Hi, ladies. Hey guys, it's Monday. I am enjoying my first cup of coffee of the week. I want to thank Dan for bringing this awesome coffee cup by my work for my show last Saturday. You are a swell fellow. Thank you, my friend. So I wasn't able to get my episode posted last Monday or even shot due to the fact that we did my niece's birthday. Then my boyfriend came down and from Texas, so we just were kind of hanging out and playing with my kids. So we didn't really have time. Sometimes life happens and I can't do it all, unfortunately. So I apologize, but I am back this week. Let's see, Monday started a whole new can of worms for me. I was notified that yet again, my ex-photographer and a magazine that I was asked to help with and teach about pinup and rockabilly culture and pinup photography are yet again trying to capitalize on my face. I'm only going to say this once. I'm not suing and taking her to court right now because I have way more important things that are a lot more serious to focus on rather than her, who's really not going anywhere anyways. It's more of a principle and more of me trying to take effect to protect other girls in the long run. She's not hurting me or my brand because I'm progressed so much more than she has already. And I'm not saying that to be mean, it's just factual. I did what I was asked to do. I held up my end of the deal. Unfortunately, she did not. And I had to do a lot of damage control after we parted ways due to some things that she chose to do with my name. But all is good on my end now, and she's still out there trying to use my name and my face to make a quick buck. So every time I see that, I am going to make sure that I notify people that if you see my face or my name associated with Red Dirt Pinup Magazine, Red Dirt Magazine, Red Dirt Photography, all pinned up by Anna Marie Photography, or a new page and endeavor that she's created, Exposed. Also, she acts under her husband's Facebook, Ramon Garcia. If you see my name, brand, or photos ever posted by any of these, it's not because I agreed to it or I'm working with them. So do not think this is a safe place for you to invest your time, money, or let them capture your image and your brand. I do not agree to it. I do not represent it. I am not a part of it. Not okay in my book. So, also saying that, do not send this woman money to purchase anything with my face on it. A, because I didn't authorize it, and B, there's a good chance you'll send money and never get your product. I've had a lot of people contact me saying, hey, I ordered something, it never showed up. There's nothing I can do about it. I don't work with her. So I do want to say that. It sucks. Lesson learned is why I don't shoot with very many people. There was one model release signed at our first shoot to cover our first shoot that she then faked a witness signature on that wasn't even present when we shot. So photographers can be shady, models can be shady. All in all, some people just suck and they're going to take advantage of you. And really all you can do is move forward in a positive way. It hasn't stopped me and it hasn't hurt my career, and I'm not the one with a bad reputation. I tried to be her friend, I tried to help her, I got screwed over, I'm moving on with my life. I just don't want any of you to experience the same kind of things that I or several other women who went there and shot with her have experienced. A manager of mine who went to shoot with her for her boyfriend ended up having all of her private photos that were taken for her boyfriend posted all over social media as ads. Just not okay, and it's not professional, and I don't want to see anybody hurt over it because they saw my face who had done work with her in the past. So that's all I have to say about that. Let's see what else. Oh, I went Halloween costume shopping for the first time ever in my life this year. See, I'm a Christian. I'm all about that Jesus. We never celebrated Halloween in my family. We did something else to celebrate fall and harvest and things like that. My mom tried to make it as fun for us as she could, but she wanted to also let us know that it's a difference in holiday and that we don't support it. Not against it, not against anybody celebrating it or having fun or doing what they want to do, but it wasn't something that I did growing up. So since I'm not going to have my babies this year to trick-or-treat, me and my girlfriend Ashley are going to dress up and go out and have fun. Why not? It's going to be something new for me to experience, and it'll be fun. So her and I went to go find costumes. Let's just say I felt like I was 13 years old again trying to find a pair of jeans that fit me properly. All while every time I put one pair on, I became more and more self-conscious about me and my body the entire time. Those costumes do not look anything like what they do on the front of the bag. First of all, none of them are cut properly, they're sewn uneven, the material is total crap, and by the time you put them on, it doesn't really matter what body shape you have, they're all going to look like a bag on you. My body type and Ashley's body type are completely different, and it sucked on both of us. We tried on probably every costume we could think of, from nurses to she was going to be Mario and I was going to be Luigi, to her being a Playboy bunny and me being Hugh Hefner, and nothing fit. We tried on everything. I don't know how I feel about everything being either absolutely campy and ridiculous or has to be a sexy version of sexy ketchup bottle, sexy toaster, sexy sex. I'm all about you dressing in whatever the heck it is you want to dress in. Some things are just too ridiculous for me. And I don't always want to be sexy because I don't view myself as a really sexy person, which people laugh at me about because of my photo shoots. But for me to wear some of those costumes, I would have to literally stand there and just be the sexy girl. And just stand there. Why? Because if I acted like myself, which usually includes random dancing, leg kicks, crazy behavior, my body parts are going to be out, and I'll probably get arrested for indecent exposure. I don't have time for that. So Ashley and I decided that we're probably just going to go as fun versions of ourselves, since Playboy bunnies and pinup girls are already sold in bags at costume stores anyway. But it's all in good spirit. There's a lot of things going around about Halloween costumes, whether it be offending race, different cultures, religion. I posted about that on my page. I said a lot of people are offended by people mocking their race and culture, but they also do it to people's religions. And I find that offensive. It's okay if it doesn't offend you, and it's okay if you don't take it seriously, but sometimes we have to take into account that other people have feelings too. And I would never want to be the cause of making somebody feel like a piece of shit because my costume offended them. It's okay if you don't agree with me on that. That's just how I feel about it. And just like I respect how all of you feel about your opinions and views, I hope that you respect me on my opinions and views. And I don't think mocking somebody's race or religion, two very important things that make people who they are, is necessarily something we should do. I mean, there's a lot of really cool things you can be for Halloween, like a sexy pizza. You don't have to dress up and mock who somebody is. It's not cool. It's kind of a form of bullying, and I ain't down with that. So you can agree, you can disagree. We're all people. We all feel differently about it, but that's how I feel about it. So, but I really was upset with the way that they sew costumes for women. It doesn't matter if you're really skinny. It doesn't matter if you're curvy. It doesn't matter if you have big boobs or small boobs. Those costumes are crap. And for anybody who wants to spend $50 and $60 on material that I'm not even really sure what it is, these costume companies are out of their minds. Not only does it make you self-conscious because you see these girls on the front and they're like, yeah, I'm sexy, and you're like, I'm gonna look like this, I'm gonna be, and then you put it on and you're like, what? It's awful and it's terrible, and I left there feeling so self-conscious. And then I had to remember, Photoshop is a beautiful thing. If you look really close at the pictures, you can tell that a lot of things have been smoothed and erased and pinned, because these are all in all companies that are trying to make money, so they have to make these things look as good as possible, so you buy them. It has nothing to do with your body. Don't feel self-conscious this Halloween. Wear something that empowers you and makes you feel confident and is positive. Something that makes you feel sexy but doesn't make you an object. Empower yourself. Wear a costume that's fun. I can't decide if I want to go as a Harlequin clown, not Harley Quinn, a Harlequin clown. It's two different things. Or Little Red Riding Hood. I'm not sure yet. Or maybe I'll just go with the cat again. That's always fun. Either way, it's probably going to involve me wearing pants, boots, and my red leather jacket because that's what makes me comfortable and confident, and I want to have a good time when I go out. It really sucks when women say they can't wear something because they don't look like a picture on the front of a magazine or a bag. And that's kind of how Halloween costumes have gotten to, is they portray women one way. Women don't come one way. Women come in lots of ways. They come with different personalities, different smiles, eye color. They come with different body types, boob size, butt size, foot size. We're different. We're human beings. We didn't come out of a mold out of some factory. We definitely aren't photoshopped images walking around. And when we put clothes on, they fit us the way they fit us, the way clothes fit. Not like a perfectly photoshopped and pinned and edited version of what clothes look like in pictures. So don't hold a picture or what a costume looks like on a mannequin to who you are. Don't be self-conscious this Halloween. If you want to be a sexy nurse, or sexy pizza, or sexy ketchup, or sexy whatever, you be that. You be sexy, you go out. If somebody says you're a slut, it's because they're an idiot who clearly hasn't come into the 2015 to realize that women can wear things without being objectified. It's okay. If you want to dress up as somebody else's race or religion, do it in a positive note. Don't do it in a mocking way. If you want to dress up as an American Indian, dress up as an American Indian in a positive representation of how strong they were and who they were as people, not to mock them. There's always better ways to do things. Some things are just in poor taste. I don't agree with them. You don't have to agree with them, or you can't agree with them. It's the thing about this world, is we're all allowed to feel the way we want to feel about things. Just remember that our actions sometimes offend other people and hurt other people. And sometimes it's okay to actually consider how other people feel for once, and not just yourself. I know that I would not want to be the person walking around and making somebody else feel really bad about something they can't change, like their race or religion. So that's all I have to say about that. I'm sure I'll get yelled at for it like I did on my page. That's okay. Because again, I'm an adult that respects how other people feel and other people's opinions. And I would love to hear your opinion on it. Some people are offended by it, some people aren't. It is what it is. What's most important is that we need to go out every day and treat people with kindness. Whether we agree with how they are, who they are, and the way they act or not, we need to really start understanding that people are different, people are human, and we don't always have to argue about everything. Life isn't an argument, life is a journey. And if we're walking down that road constantly angry all the time, it's not going to be an enjoyable one. Instead, let's sing songs and hold hands and drink frosty chocolate milkshakes. But remember, you guys are in control of the days that fill your week. Make them amazing. Stop arguing about everything. Respect how other people feel, whether you agree with it or not. It's not always about you, Marcia. So, I love your faces, and until next Monday, have a great week, guys. Bye.